Hello, welcome into our NOLA.com Facebook Live post-practice post. Josh Katzenstein, Jeff Duncan here from NOLA.com, and Saints practice wrapped up probably about an hour ago here on Monday morning. And look, everything else doesn't matter right now because everybody's speculating and wondering about the injury to first-round draft pick Sheldon Rankins, who went down early in practice. Looked like with some type of lower leg injury. You can't tell, but it was looked fairly serious. And Sean Payton addressed us just a while ago and would not speculate on the injury, but his basic words were, hopefully it's not serious. I think everybody agrees. This was a guy they were counting on. They drafted him with the 12th pick in the draft. Overall, he was going to be a starter. And now they've got a question mark on the defensive line.
Right, yeah. I mean, Payton said he wouldn't speculate, but then he said, we're hoping for the best, and I'm sure everyone in the Saints building right now over here at the Greenbrier is hoping for the best because, like you said, Sheldon Rankins was probably going to be a starter, and even if he wasn't, I mean, when you're a defensive tackle, when you're a top 4 defensive tackle, you're playing a lot of snaps, so he was going to have a huge role this season, and obviously when you spend a first-round pick on somebody, you want him to be in there as much as possible, and right now we don't know how much Rankins will have that opportunity.
What options do they have there at that position if he is out for a period of time?
Honestly, they might have to go find somebody because their options behind the top 3, in my opinion, are pretty limited. It was going Rankins, Davison, and Fairley. Those are the top 3. John Jenkins has been out with a bone bruise, but he'll be back soon, so that shouldn't be a problem. I guess without Rankins, that would be your top 3, including Jenkins, but then beyond that, nobody else has really stood out, so they would probably have to go find somebody.
Yeah, and this was an area where they really weren't very deep, and they couldn't afford really much attrition at that position. And that's the reason they drafted Sheldon Rankins. So we'll see where it goes, but clearly it looked fairly serious today. We'll, I'm sure, get more updates as it goes forward because this is an important player for the New Orleans Saints. So not the best news today, but the Saints now will conclude practices here on Wednesday, and then they'll head down to Houston, and we'll have more updates here at NOLA.com and Facebook Live.
Well, just real quick, I will say David Onyemata, I guess, could get thrown into the mix earlier than expected if Rankin's injury is serious, and then they have some edge guys that they could maybe throw inside, C.J. Wilson, Darryl Tapp, some bigger guys like that.
Yeah.
But sorry for the PS at the end, but we'll talk to you soon.
Take care.